Welcome to my early training season base ride. It's January, Washington State. It's cold, it's blustery. In previous videos, we relived the glory of my successful cyclocross season. But today we're going to look forward. We're going to talk about the upcoming training season for 2023. Specifically, how I structure my training. Now the good news is I'm not going to bore you with the exact intervals that I hope to do. Instead, we're going to talk about the concepts that give me direction, the concepts that dictate how I make the decisions for the overall structure of the training plan. So let's get into it. Here are the top five training concepts for 2024. Number one, weightlifting. Now we all know that weightlifting is good for injury prevention, and it also makes us faster on the bike. And for me, I just need to do a better job this year. I did get started earlier, which is good. I also hope to be a little bit more consistent and progress up to higher weights, better than I did last year. And lastly, when I get into the part of the season where I'm doing high intensity intervals and weightlifting becomes a challenge, I hope to, instead of quitting altogether, scale it back to make my weightlifting more into intensity mode. Number two, maintenance intensity. Now the purpose of maintenance intensity is to not lose the fitness from last season. And I've been doing a good job of putting some maintenance intensity in during my off season and also as I transition into the base season. And the good news for me is that maintenance intensity comes pretty easy because I enjoy Zwift racing. Also, the bar's pretty low. It's recommended that you need just 3 or 4 sessions of maintenance intensity per month to maintain that fitness. Number 3, volume. More is better if it stays underneath your recovery ceiling. Now we all have different demands on our time, and we all have different amounts of time we can give to our training. In addition, we all have different stresses in our lives that change how much training we can actually recover from. This year, for me, I just need to be a little more strategic with my training volume. Last year, I was a little extreme. Started at very low hours and moved up to a pretty high number of hours. And this year, I think I'll be a little bit more moderate. I'm aiming for starting for about 10 hours per week and moving up to probably 16. In addition, I want higher quality of those hours. I've got a power meter on my bike now that allows me to do a better job of keeping my endurance pace at exactly the wattage I'm looking for the best return on my time. In addition, I'll be tracking my fatigue using TSS. Number 4, choose the best training intensity distribution. Yeah, I know. So what is training intensity distribution? Simple. It's the ratio of easy workouts compared to medium workouts compared to hard workouts. And adjusting the ratio makes for a different distribution. Oftentimes these different training intensity distributions are given the names polarized or pyramidal, threshold, or sweet spot. For me, when I'm training for my cyclocross season, I'll probably be aiming for a different distribution than when I'm training for my cross season. Did I say gravel? Gravel versus cross. We'll get different training distributions. Number 5, 2 interval sessions per week. 2 high intensity interval sessions per week. Exactly 2. Enough intensity, but not too much. Now, I've often heard that more is better, but with HIIT training, the challenge is recovery. And for most of us, 2 per week is about right. And what this means for me this year is I do plan to do 2 per week, but I need to start those 2 a little earlier in the season. And the other thing is, when I choose the intensity at which I do these interval sessions, I need to choose an intensity that I can complete every workout consistently. So there you go. Those are my 5 training concepts. And like every new year, I'm cautiously optimistic that this will be my best training year ever. And if I'm right, I'll be stronger on the bike. We're going to call it a win. And if I'm wrong, then we call it a learning opportunity. And training season for 2025 could be my best. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this ride. I need to get back to base season pedaling. Thanks for watching. Bye.